Hi guys, I'm doing I guess kind of like a tutorial or something for a friend of mine back home. So I'm going to do a doodle and then I'm going to go over how to use layers in Krita because that's what she's having trouble with. And I want to give her all the help she deserves. So I'm going to get my doodle done. I'll fast forward this bit and then I'll do some work with layers. So yeah. Okay, so now that I've got my sketch done, this is my outline. So I'm going to take the opacity and bring it down a bit so I can see the lines. And then I'm going to go over right here where this little plus sign is, and I'm going to make a new layer. Now for this, I'm going to leave the layer above layer 2, so I'm on layer 3 now. Layer 1 is your background, and I'm going to do the lining. So you can actually go in and toggle your layers on and off with these little eyes right here. And for the friend that I'm making this for, if you notice that my layout's different than your layout on Krita back home, that's just because this is the setup that I prefer when I draw. There's different setups. You probably still have the basic setup that it comes with, which is fine. I used that for a while. I just like the things where they are on here. Oh, that looks really bad. And sometimes your sketch layer isn't perfect, so you have to go back and fix things, which is normal, as you can see right here. I'm not satisfied with that neck shape, but that's what I have. Okay, enough fiddling around with this, let's get into the layers. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete my sketch layer. I don't need it anymore, but usually I keep it just in case I do. So my friend was having trouble wanting to go in and do colors. So she was trying to do color, and then she would get it all in her line work, which happens. So you go down to layer 1, you click it with your mouse or pen, depending on whether or not you have a tablet, and then you click this box right here, which gives you another layer. So now you can go in. Hold up, let me find a reference for this kit that I'm drawing. Okay, so you have your basic color, and so I usually put down a block color, and then I go in and I do my shading, and I usually don't do this layer really clean, because my other layers are going to go on top of it, so this layer doesn't need to be as much. And you can use different brushes and stuff to draw with, to color in with. I just like this one. It's not super great for line work because it's got a softer edge, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's my go-to brush. Now that we've got our lovely sketch colored in, we're going to go on top of it. Now say I'm not really good at doing color, which I am not the best. So instead of doing something like staying on the same layer and doing this, we're going to say that I'm actually not super good at that. I'm afraid that I'll get all out in here and I'll have to come back in and recolor this. I can just open up a new layer and I can color here. So if I try and erase this color here, it won't erase anything, but it'll erase this. So I'm going to block this in. Now, because I have this on a separate layer, I can actually toggle this off. Oops. Accidentally erased that. And so now, my hair is on a whole separate layer. I don't have to worry about messing it up. So now I'm going to go down here, I'm going to create another layer for the eyes. I usually just put my eye layer on whatever layer I want. I usually try and do it on the same layer as the hair and not as the skin because that can get messy. But sometimes it's just whatever. You should decide. Okay. Okay. So now that I've got my layer here done, I'm going to fix this again. Okay. Now I want to do some depth to the skin. I usually do this on another layer. I really like layers. It's just who I am as a person. Now I'm going to go into my brushes and choose a different brush. Just because I don't like the brush that I use for sketching and drawing lines for doing shading and stuff because I don't do really hard shading. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some depth. I don't really like this brush either. I'm going to go for this brush. I'm going to go in, add some shading. Actually, let's do something cool. So you can take your layer, you can move down the opacity on it, take a different color, and then do your shading with it, which can make it look like lights being thrown, or stuff like that. So I'm gonna work on this. So like, with this, I can add shading, but if I don't like it, I can just take it off and still have the flat colors underneath it. But I can still have it. And I can change how, via the opacity, how strong my shading is for that color, for that layer. And then because I have it, this layer below the hair layer, I can go in and do shading for the hair, and my shading won't show up on the hair, but under it, so it gives it more of that look, like in real life. You get shadow from your hair. Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. So different brushes react with already painted stuff, which I'm sure most of you guys that use Krita already know that. But I don't know who all out there is watching this video along with my friend. Okay. So let's say I really like what I've done, but I also want to give my person some like flush of life. I'm gonna now go between these layers and add some pink, really lightly, nothing too like dramatic, to the cheek, the nose, the lips, and the ears, because she's an elf. So that's just added a little bit more dimension. If they're in like really harsh sunlight, you can even go in and add like light from that. So let's say she's outside and the sun is hitting her really dramatic. So there's like different points hitting her, which causes there to be like more shadows and stuff, which is exciting. Also, if you want to do like pink or red, depending on skin tone, to give them more like blushy stuff. You can do that on the shoulders, anything that's like a joint really. So shoulders, knuckles, elbows, stuff like that. So that my layers don't get out of control, I really like how these shading layers look. I'm going to I'm going to merge them together so they're going to become one layer instead of three, and I'm going to do that by pressing Ctrl E. So now these layers are all one, so now this is layer 8. And I can make them go away, I can make them come back, I can change the opacity on them as well. So I can take the opacity all the way down, or I can bring it all the way up. That said, I now can't edit them to be different opacities separately. So I go in now and I'm going to, on the same layer because I'm lazy, and I'm going to do the pupil. Oh, would you look at that? I did it on the layer below it. So another thing to remember about when you're using layers to like draw is to remember what layer you're actually on. I've messed up quite a few things I was doing because I didn't realize what layer I was on, and I went to go do something like delete a layer, and half my artwork deleted with it. Those things won't happen super often. I forgot to do eyelashes on this side, sorry. So if they do, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Is there to do? I guess that's really all that I can explain about layers. I mean, you can move them around. Like, I can move this hair layer above my line layer, which changes how things look. To get rid of my line layer completely. Ooh, we're not going to do that though. Move that back. So you can move any of your layers around. You can lock them so like you can't draw on them anymore. Then you can unlock them. And you can of course delete them. But I hope that this helped. I'm gonna do my little signature. I forgot that I wanted to do the month and date. I hope this answers your question, my friend, and if not, I will get another video out, hopefully, to explain what I didn't explain. That said, I'm going to leave you guys with some music, and I'm going to finish the rest of this picture.